The Justice and Development Party's, AK Party, failure to secure enough votes in the June 7 parliamentary election to form a government on its own has allegedly led some bureaucrats to panic and try to cover up various misdeeds for fear that the coalition government soon to be formed might use such information against them, a daily has reported. On Monday, the Taraf Daily listed a number of questionable practices adopted by state institutions, including burning official documents and deleting security footage, after the end of the AK Party's single-party rule. Some bank managers that were accused of giving loans to businessmen close to the AK Party government are also mentioned in the report for allegedly planning divorce on consensual basis to avoid the confiscation of their assets in the event that they are held liable for any misconduct. A famous whistleblower known as Fuad Avna claimed that official documents were being burned in the Prime Ministry building right after the election. Similarly, Taraf's report claims that, according to its sources, an operation to destroy sensitive documents started on the night of June 7 in one of the institutions responsible for serving Turks living abroad. The Daily said high-level officials from the institution still continue to do away with documents that are specifically mentioned as having the records of discretionary funds. In other state institutions, there are claims that teams have been set up to erase security footage. Taraf's report also mentions claims that behind closed doors in Ankara, a team was formed to watch all of the security footage of an institution responsible for youth education and erase undesirable parts. Officials from the institution in question, who are expected to stay away from partisan attachments while in office, might be accused of meeting with individuals from the AK Party youth organization under the institution's roof. The parliamentary elections results also affected certain state banks caught up in the graft probe that went public on December 17, 2013, as having given loans given to businessmen close to the AK Party government without following the proper procedures. Taraf alleges that some managers in the state-owned Ziraat Bankas and Halk Bank recently transferred all their assets to their wives, followed by consensual divorce suits. Taraf's report argues that high-level managers can be held liable for the conduct of these banks by any new coalition government and that such charges could result in the confiscation of their assets. Taraf claims that bureaucrats within the Ministry of Finance are talking amongst themselves about who might have trouble with issues such as allocation of public lands to certain partisan foundations, cancellation of tax debts of companies that are close to the AK Party and tax audits to companies with critical views of the AK Party. There are also claims in the report that some public servants started wearing a style of mustache that is associated with the Nationalist Movement Party, MHP, due to strong speculation, at that time, of an impending MHP-AKP coalition. Taraf also claims that right after the elections many bureaucrats started offering documents to MHP deputies and leadership to show misconduct and corruption in state institutions during the AK Party's 13 years as a single-party government. Now that there is speculation about a coalition between the AK Party and the Republican People's Party, CHP, bureaucrats have allegedly offered their document-sharing services to the CHP as well.